Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here, and ultimately thank you so much for raising your presence here on my channel. I truly appreciate you stopping by and for choosing me to be your entertainment for today. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get into this hair. Alright, so this is my 8th month lock update. Hopefully I'm timing it right where I can upload it on the day of my actual anniversary, which is the 17th or the 15th. I started either the 17th or 15th of December. I don't remember. I would have to go back and look, and we're not gonna do that today. So yeah, but it's somewhere around there. I believe it's like the 15th. With that being said, let's take a look at my hair. I hope you guys, I'm kind of cute today, right? Like I got my new necklace, shining. Got some earrings popping, and this scarf I love. I've been wearing it ever since I bought it, and I got it from Dillard's. It was on sale, so anything that's on sale in Dillard's is a go. So let me take this down, and I'll put it back up after I show you guys my hair. Because we always start with the hair talk first, or the hair presentation first, right? Okay, so this is what my hair is looking like. This is the sides. This is the other side. Hopefully I'm still in frame because I'm not really good at that. And let me show you the back. Oh, okay. Can you see it? And that is the back of my hair. I still have a lot. Well, these two, as I showed you before, have combined, and I kind of crocheted, interlocked them, so they're kind of loose now, but they're still very much locked together. So yeah, that is my hair. As you can see, it's much longer in appearance. It's still touching my ear if I pull it down. This side is very much thicker than this side, and I've kind of came to the conclusion that that is because I started my hair that way, right? So usually, we have a lot of assumptions about why our hair may be thinning, why our locks may be slimming down, or why we just have skinny locks, period, right? So I thought about it, and of course a lot of people, that it's like my barber who cuts my hair had some input to it, and maybe said that maybe it's because I lay on that side a lot when I go to sleep. And as that may well be true, a lot of factors play into it as far as in how you start your hair. Excuse me. How you start your hair is ultimately how it progresses, how it changes, and how it forms. So maybe because I started this side a little bit thinner, with the locks being a tad bit skinnier, that's why they're skinnier today. This side is a lot thicker because when I first did my first wash, of course my hair went poofy. A lot of the locks unraveled. So I was just grabbing hairs to plait it or braid it back up. I didn't really want to finger coil it back because it was, at that time, it was a lot of hair. It was very poofy, very wild. And not that I didn't enjoy that, but I was going for a specific look. But I didn't pay attention to the size of the locks, how much portion I was grabbing from it, and what it would look like in the turnout. So that, like I said, a lot of that plays a part into how I formed and created my locks. You are the creator of your own journey. You're co-creator of this universe. And so, like I said, that contributes to why it looks the way it looks now. Not saying that it looks bad. I definitely enjoy my locks. I love my locks. I've been having fun with my locks, but that is majority why my locks look a certain way and why they don't balance out on size on each side. But to me, they balance out in great strength and flawlessness, because they're growing with me, I'm growing in them, and I'm on this journey where it's just taking me to a lot of self-motivation, to where, you know, in the beginning we had the short stage, or however you want to call that, awkward phase, and so you're really getting used to how your locks are looking, basically, and getting comfortable with being locked and having that commitment with your internal self. So then after you pass that phase, then you're dealing with the phase where it's like, my hair is locked, now I can do different things with it, but what am I really doing, and how am I really prospering in my life? So that's what I mean by my hair is balancing out in my life. It's balancing out internally in my universe, and I have completion with it. I don't have any regrets or any takeaways from it. Everything to me is a progress, it's a journey, and sometimes we have to enjoy that more than the destination, because we get so caught up in, oh, my locks are going to drop at this certain time, or it's going to be this length at this many years, and then we get to that many years and we're like, okay, what's next? You know, so it's like you have to enjoy the process, because if you skip out on it, you're basically skipping out on life, the enjoyment of it, the beauty of it, and you miss so many key important things, a part of your growth, a part of your spirituality, a part of your creations, a part of your emotional stability. So, and I know you guys are like, wow, you pulled all that just from your hair. Well, it is my crown. It is on top of my head. I do have antennas that stick out occasionally whenever my vibrations are extremely high. So everything that is consuming me, is around me, is within me, helps me balance out my external life and my internal well-being. So yes, my hair does have a lot to do with my growth, because it's formed and shaped me to believe that beauty comes within and not just what you see on the outside appearance, right? So my 8th month lock update is really just about self-growth and self-wellness. This month I had to learn a lot of healing and strength and wellness, because life just keeps going. It just keeps going and going and going. It only stops when you decide to take a break, and when you decide to unwind and cater to yourself, and really take to your own intuition and your self-resilience, and just the appreciation that you give to your creator, your higher self, your God, and your life. So for me, it's been a lot of self-acceptance, but it's been a lot of motivational in return, because I am doing a lot of things at this point, and I will introduce that to you guys in another video. But I'm excited because I finally took a hold of my life and took a hold of what it means to live, and how to have a purposeful journey, so that way it's not blank or empty or non-fulfilling. So yes, my hair is growing, it's flourishing, but I am internally growing, you know, for the better self of me, for the better respect of me, right? So what have I been doing to my hair? Okay, we've looked at how I've changed with my hair. What have I been doing to my hair? I've been doing the same thing. I do have a routine. It's not set in stone, because as my hair changes, my sprays changes, my oils sometimes changes. Right now in the morning, I'll spritz my hair with maybe some cucumber and green tea, just to kind of wake my hair up, by Mario Badescu. This is actually a facial spray, but of course for me, I use things for multi-purposes, because I don't believe that one thing was just created for one specific turnout. It's a lot of things can be used for multiple purposes in my eyes. So this is what it looks like. It just basically refreshes the hair just like rose water, but to me it gives it a more wet feeling. So if you wanted your hair to lay down from sticking up from a really good night's sleep, then this is good for it. But this is good just as much as water is good for your hair. I do use water consistently, whether it's in my sprays or my spray bottle itself just filled with water, or when I'm just washing my hair. And getting into washing my hair, well, first let me backtrack, because after I spray my hair with just a spray of my choice, whether it's rose water, the green tea, or just regular water, I've been going in, with my Haitian oil, right? My Haitian black castor oil. And if you want to check that video out to see what I'm talking about, I will link that below, above, somewhere in the cards that you'll see them, or see it. Let me get my language correct. Okay. So yeah, after I do that, I'll go with my Haitian black castor oil. That's been helping my hair become very thick, and is growing really fast with that. Now, I'm not gonna say if you do it, it's gonna do the same thing for you, but that's just what I've experienced with this Haitian black castor oil. To me, it's a step ahead of castor oil, just by the scent, by the properties, and just in retrospect what it does. After I do that, I go in with my sometimes tea tree oil, and I'll just put that on the scalp because my scalp, as you guys know, is very dry, very sensitive, and I also have eczema. So my scalp gets very itchy at times, and if I scratch it, I'll just be tearing away at my bonds, and they'll end up separating and breaking apart my follicles and my scalp in general, where you can see flesh, right? And we don't want that to happen, because then your hair starts to bleed, and then you have, well, your scalp starts to bleed, and then you have little sores of holes in the midst of your scalp. We don't want that. So I do use tea tree oil to help with that, and I can also do a separate video on that just to show you guys what wonders it does for me. I love it. Then after that, I go about my day. So it's really just like maybe 2 or 3 steps that I do with my hair in the morning, same thing at night if it's feeling dry, and I go about my day and I live very fully and lovingly, and it helps me, you know, stay nourished in my hair follicles. And when you're feeling good, everything inside feels eternally just as good, and it feels wonderful to walk throughout your day in prayer and meditation and your affirmations and the confirmations you receive. So it's when I tell you, like, this 8-month journey has so far has been just a blessing. It's been a blessing because, you know, to me, it's not just a hair journey. It's more of power, it's more of spirituality, it's more of love, abundance, anything that you desire, you gravitate to through your antennas, which is your, you know, locks. So that's all that's been going on with my 8-month journey. That's how it's making me feel. Nothing's really been changing. I've been trying to stick to a routine so that my hair kind of gets used to what it likes. And when your hair likes something, you don't want to switch it up too often, because again, the better you treat your hair, the better it forms for you, right? When you start to do different things, it freaks out and sometimes changes in ways that are unexpected. So I believe I've touched on everything. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching and waiting and seeing what I had to say for this long. How many ever minutes this has been passed by. I really appreciate it. We are growing together as a unit, as a world, as a society. We're healing internally as a spirit, living this human experience. And I just hope and pray that you guys are well and you're taking to your wellness out there, and that you're really feeding the child that's inside of you, you know, the childlike mindset, the empowerment and embodiment that you give to your womanness or your manliness or your motherhood, or your womanhood, whatever transitional phase that you're in. You know, I pray for very prosperity, and when you're filled with so much joy, it's just expected that it pours out on camera or it pours out onto someone else. So I hope that I'm pouring it out onto you, and that you feel great about yourself today and the days that you continue to live on earth. Alright guys, thank you so much once again. I will always be very much appreciative of the views, the likes, the comments that you give. Feel free to show some love in the comments. what your 8-month journey is like, what your 3-month journey is like, your 3-year journey is like. Whatever month that you're on or year that you're on, feel free to share it in the comments, because we all need some help and some TLC every now and then. And like I always say, if we're not helping each other grow, we're depleting our human race. Thanks so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks, guys. Peace.